Hey folks, this is BestInSlot. Welcome back to our Jurassic World Evolution 2 Mods of the Week Spotlight series. Very quick disclaimer before we get going. This week, as per usual, mods can and probably will break your game if the game ever bloody updates again. I don't know what's going on, but you know, if the game does update again, then mods can break your game in that situation. If that happens, it's not my fault, it's not the mod maker's fault, and of course it isn't Frontier's fault. It could be Asmodeus' fault. I've been away in Disneyland Paris for the last few days with the family. I am very tired and very hot. I mean, I'm always very hot, but today I'm also very tired. And I've left Asmodeus in Disney because he's a little bit of a mini obsessive and it was getting a little bit weird, so I thought I'd keep him there for a little bit longer. Right, so yeah, we're taking things relatively chill today. I was going to take the day off, but then I felt lazy, so we're going to do a little mod spotlight thing instead. 3 mods to check out today, 2 really cool new skins and variations on existing dinosaurs, with nice little hints to the dinosaur Jurassic Park franchise, and 1 stupid thing which was also made by Yosuba. So let's get started. We're going to kick things off with a Spinosaurus. So this absolute beauty right here is the Todd Marshall Spinosaurus by Game Videos for Life. This is the Death Valley / Pulcrana skin as suggested. Now I believe we may have had the same mod back in Jurassic World Evolution 1, but it's cool to have it in Jurassic World Evolution 2 all the same. And basically this was also commissioned by Jiro Etu. So you can see how much I've picked up in France. It's important to mention people when they commission artists to do cool things for the game, and then those things are now publicly available. That's a really cool thing, and definitely something to be applauded as well. But shout out to GVFL for the mod. And Todd Marshall, paleo artist, and he's done some really well-known work. I'm going to bring up the image of the Spinosaurus so you can do a little comparison. Obviously it hasn't been remodeled, it is just the skin change to look more similar to the Todd Marshall skin. But it's a really good, effective job of doing that. It's not all crazy and spiky, but it's just got that nice patterning that Todd Marshall brought into his work. It's a really nice, very different looking Spinosaurus. It feels demonstrably different than the Spinosaurus we already have in the game because, you know, it looks entirely different, and that kind of does that. Hello, buddy. Whilst I've got you all here, you lovely folks, I should mention how the modding stuff is going in the world. Obviously, I'm not really too knowledgeable on all this. That looks fantastic. Too knowledgeable on all this. But as far as I'm aware, that basically model edits are sort of possible right now, but the rigging is the main problem, and it's a little bit of a disaster. And the major update kind of broke it. So. Also, this is still a thing. This little area that they haven't fixed. Anyways, so that's kind of a disaster, and that's why mods aren't really a thing at this point in time, like new model mods, new species mods, stuff like that. I have no doubt it'll happen eventually. Maybe it'll have to be after the next update, whatever. But, you know, people do this for free out of the goodness of their heart and of love for the game and love for the community and yada, yada, yada. So we must be patient and enjoy the things we do get in the meantime, like this beautiful Spinosaurus. Moving along very swiftly, next up we have a Pyroraptor mod. And, yeah, so, some things are a mistake. So, this is, I tell you what, I'm going to put letterbox on so I can be nice and dramatic. This is the Featherless Pyroraptor mod. Let's pause it just for a second. This is the Featherless Pyroraptor mod by, of course, who else would it be? Yosuba. And it's not a model edit. It might look like a model edit, but it actually just edits the CMs? I can't remember. It's like a texture file basically, and removes the feathers from the body without actually editing the model, and that's why it works and functions in the game, and creates these these goddamn monstrosities. Is what it creates. These absolute monsters. They look like weird chicken alien Pyroraptor hybrids. It's kind of funny in a way how bizarre the basal model looks. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. This should kind of look a little bit less stupid because that's what the basal morphology of the Pyroraptor would look like. But at the end of the day, if you never see it, it doesn't really matter, right? It'd be a bit silly to criticize Frontier for not building up something to look better when you never ever actually see it in game. It seems like unnecessary work, but it is just kind of funny to me how much it looks, you know, like a naked chicken, essentially like a plucked chicken, especially the arms. The arms have something chicken wingy about them, and chicken wingies on my thingy. So yeah, big fan of the naked. I mean, I say big fan. I hate it deeply from my very core, but hey, I like seeing new, weird, and interesting things, and the featherless Pyroraptor certainly fulfills that brief, and then some as well. Reminder that, of course, all 3 of these mods will be available linked to... Ooh, my game is feeling very speedy today. I've got to say, I've been having some lag problems lately, but this is, you know, I'm in a... It's having a good day. Maybe because I haven't had my PC on for like 4 days straight. That might well do it. Yeah, reminder that all these mods and every other mod in all of the mods of the week is available in the Google Doc list, linked down below in the description of this video. And while you're down there, throw me a like. Smash that like button, bros and broettes and whatever you are, whatever you identify as. Hit that like button, yo. Right, I need sleep. So let's move on. Final mod of the day, Suchomimus. And an absolute beauty she is as well. So this is once again by Game Videos for Life, once again commissioned by Giro Etu, and this is the Jurassic Park Institute Suchomimus. Now, for those who don't know what Jurassic Park is, you've never lived. And Jurassic Park Institute was a website that was run in the early 2000s, kind of with the release of Jurassic Park 3. Oh, are we rubbing on each other? No. Jurassic Park Institute was a website run in the early 2000s. Coinciding with the release of Jurassic Park 3, and it was meant to be, you know, the be-all, end-all website for Jurassic Park information, for news, for dinosaur facts. It was basically a place for kids to learn about dinosaurs and about the park and about the films and all that kind of jazz. It was just like a general thing, and had little games and little films. It was this cute little thing. It wasn't anything particularly special. It got shut down 5 or 6 years ago. Hello. But it had some really interesting art designs on it that we've seen in the past, including a Jurassic Park Suchomimus that looks just like this Suchomimus we're looking at right here. I will bring up a comparison image now so you can get a little feel for it. I've got to say, this is phenomenal skill and work, though. This is really cool. I liked the Spinosaurus. That was great, but this is actually, I would say, an improvement. Like, the Spinosaurus, you can debate either way, right? It depends how you're feeling. You know, the default Spinosaurus is really, really nice. Over time, I've become less of a fan of the Jurassic World Evolution Suchomimus. I feel like because it's just got sort of that spotty texture all over it, it kind of loses something that this has with the counter shading going on and the kind of the delineation of color down here. I think that looks really, really, really good. It's a really good interpretation of the Jurassic Park Institute Suchomimus, and I think I'm gonna leave it on. I think it's an improvement. I mean, I'm using, that's the suggested skin right there, because that's the one that most closely relates to the one from the Jurassic Park Institute. But I am very curious to see how well it translates to other skins. So we're just gonna go ahead and stick this on random for a second. Pop this out super quickly, thanks to Kaio's mod. Lovely stuff. Bam, bam, bam. Let's have a little peek. A little peekaroni, as they say in the clubs. Shingo, Shango. Of course, 2 of them unpatterned, which is very low odds, it's worth noting. And then the other 2, basically the same bloody colour. So, that was not a phenomenal test. I think it does already quite noticeably look better with the other skin, but I mean, the eye looks really good here. I think I prefer this. So yeah, I think Suchomimus has had a bit of a glow up. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Remember to hit that like button while you're down there. And that is about it from me. We'll be back with our regularly scheduled content again from tomorrow. Now that I'm here, I just need some sleep to douse myself in ice for a little bit, and then things will be back to relative normality. But until that time comes, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Oh, and go give the mod makers some love on the Nexus as well. They deserve it. They're very talented. I like their faces. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye.